Kia ora friends, hi, I'm taking over Markie's channel once more. It's Gwendoline here. So I thought I would just do a bit of an impromptu one along the lines of, I have got Markie with me here by the way, and I just thought we'd show you a bit of our beautiful neighbourhood. So we're just walking along the beach, Sunday afternoon. Thinking about gratitude and a gratitude practice and how that can benefit those of us who struggle with RJ, right? So if you are out there watching and you're thinking, okay, what are your first thoughts? Maybe you're a bit cynical and you just think, I've got nothing to be grateful for, what a load of nonsense. It's just like positive thinking. But before you're too quick to dismiss this, just give me a few moments of your time, because one of the things about gratitude is that there has been quite a bit of research on it now, and there is evidence to suggest that it really does, if practiced kind of on a regular basis, it really does have a positive impact on our health, not just our mental, emotional health, but also, literally physiological benefits, slowing your heart rate down, just reducing stress, So I think anything like that is a useful tool to have in your toolbox, right? So yeah, let's just think about this. What do I mean when I say a gratitude practice? What I mean, could mean several things, but one of the easiest ways to start a gratitude practice is literally taking 5 minutes at the beginning and end of your day to list a few things. We could start with 5 or 10 items, things that you feel grateful for, right? So one of the things I've noticed as a clinician working in this field of retroactive jealousy is that sometimes the way that the disorder manifests is that it gets to be like the individual struggling just is in a bit of a rabbit hole, and it's so dark and depressing, and it means that in that suffering the individual loses sight of the people in their lives and the things in their lives actually they could give thanks for and enjoy. Some of that joy is lost, and I think that's one of the great gifts of gratitude, that it forces you to remember that actually even in our darkest hours, even in our darkest days, there are usually things that we can be grateful for, even if it's just as simple as the fresh air that we're breathing and the water that we have running from our taps. How many people don't have clean running water in the world? Just Google it if you don't believe me, how dire just those statistics are, right? So if you have running water, clean running water, and a warm bed at night, you are already considered rich when you look at the spectrum of poverty that we have in this world. So I know that might sound a bit like, well, that's like saying, I should eat all my supper, like my mum used to say, because there's kids starving in Africa. Well, yeah, maybe it is a bit like that, but actually what I'm saying is that I guess this is a plea for using every tool in your potential toolbox to bring yourself back to your center, right? And just remember that your loved ones won't always tell you how awful you're behaving, right? And I'm not one of your loved ones. I'm a psychotherapist, and if you see me as a psychotherapist, you will quickly discover that I'm not afraid of speaking the truth. I'm not afraid of saying the hard stuff if it means I feel it's going to move you forward and where you want to be, which is recovered, right? Isn't that what you want if you're still listening to me? So that's my point, that you don't always necessarily realize, if you're struggling with RJ, how your behavior and your misery is affecting those who you profess to love and those who are closest to you. So this is one really quick way, gratitude, the practice of gratitude, practicing having a grateful heart, just sitting. You can just sit quietly whenever you have a moment. Just place your left hand on your heart, take 3 deep breaths, and bring to mind 3 things, even if you can't manage 5 things, 3 things that you can be grateful for. Maybe your parents are still alive and they love you. Maybe your girlfriend just put up with one of your rants and she hasn't walked out. She said, she looked in your eyes and said, let's talk about it. There's going to be something, okay? So I'm going to set you this challenge now to start having a gratitude practice. Let us know in the comments below how you get on with this, what you think about gratitude practices, if you've tried it before and it's not worked, or you know, what your obstacle is to beginning, if you have any. But I promise you, my friend, if you give this a really good shot, not with a cynical attitude, but with an intention of this being a transformative gift to yourself and your loved ones, I promise you, you'll see a difference, okay? And if I'm wrong on that and you've given it a good shot, then leave the comments about that too. You know, we're here to learn and grow and serve you better, okay? So my loves, Markie hasn't really interjected at any point here. Markie, do you want to say hi?
No, you covered it really. Yeah, I'll say hello.
So apologies in advance for
Markie's having a day off.
Markie's having a day off, he says. Apologies in advance for the sound quality if it's poor, but we just thought, you know, again by the beach, in a good kind of clear sort of meditative state of mind, it's sometimes a good moment to share some thoughts, and if it can reach even one person out there who finds benefit in this, then I'm glad I made this video for you guys. Rangimarie, bye guys.